Hey everyone, welcome to the Electric Supercar channel. So this week we're trying to dig out, trying to find some tools, and trying to work on the car. Let's get to it. All right, time to start back on the build. So I figured this week I'd go kind of, I'll say front to back. So I want to kind of start, I'll call it getting everything kind of in a more finished state. So for example, I put some holes and rib nuts in for the front lip here, but I haven't ever kind of fastened it. So I want to try that. I've got my, I'll call my headlight housings. Right now there's no way to fasten those. So I want to create some ways to fasten those. I had created once upon a time a cover for this that's up there. I don't know, I've got mixed feelings. I'm liking the exposed springs, I think, a little more than I did originally, but clearly I need some coverings over the batteries and stuff. So I need to figure that out. In here, I've got this Footwell panel. I've got them on both sides. So the passenger side, I've already got kind of the vinyl on it. The driver's side, I do not. So I need to take that out, get vinyl on, and then again, fasten those together. So I think that's what I'll start on. We'll see how far we get. Okay, I've got some temporary workarounds for the power situation. So this one, I got a power strip here. So this one's just good for 15 amps, but that'll allow me to run a lot of tools. This one's, again, a dedicated one for the central vac, but what I did is I put that into this other power bank here and then had the central vac go here. So I checked, the central vac says it's only gonna go like, I think 12 amps. So this one's rated for 15. So I think we're good there. It just means that when the central vac's running, I shouldn't be running anything else. The other power that I had forgotten about is up here. So for the garage door opener, I had this extension cord, the reeler. I actually had it in my previous house, just kind of like on the wall, and it's great just to kind of pull it out wherever you need it and then just have it automatically go back. I think most of the time it is meant for something like this where you can just hang it. So that's another one that I've got. So again, I think that one's for, again, like 15 amps. So that should allow me to do a lot of what I need to do. I think the main thing is, like in the winter, if I want to plug in some heaters, I just gotta be a little more careful how much current I'm drawing from which power bank. The other thing I need to work on or figure out is the welder. So I don't have any 220 in the garage yet, so I need 220 for the welder. I've also got my car charger that also runs on 220, so I will have to figure out what to do there. All right, I was able to get the grill mounted. No real problems. I had to kind of open up a hole on that side, but the other fasteners went in. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze, not the easiest to get in and out, but we got it. So next I'm looking at the light housings. I've got one here. When I put on kind of this other piece, it's kind of overlapping a little bit, so I need to kind of clean that up. I also just need to figure out where to mount. I think kind of put this in position here. All right, so I think I can do one here, kind of right there. But that's about the only place I can see. So other than that, I'm thinking maybe over here, up here, but I'll have to kind of make some brackets or do some fiberglass. I'm also noticing that these are kind of covered up here. So I need to clean up these and find how to plan how to mount them. All right, I got this cleaned up so I can get my lights in. I don't know where that light is. I haven't found it yet, but pretty sure it can fit. So I will now start to look at how to secure it to the car. I found it. So we're good now. We got all these, got clearance for everything. So I'm gonna mock up some ways to fit this to the car. So we'll go to that point. Okay, I don't really have any bright ideas, but I think what I'm gonna start with is I'm gonna get some metal, just kind of form it to this. Got some scrap steel, and it's fairly straight, but just needs a little bend. And I'll put kind of a hole here for a rib nut and hole here to fasten. So I'll probably do that here, here, and then here I can probably, well, I don't know. I'll start up there and we'll see where else we want to fasten. All right, I got the bracket made. I did some rib nuts on top. I could just do through holes on the bottom there. You really can't, anyway, you can't see it from any side. So, and that is like really, really secure. And I can like, I can really jostle that and nothing happens. With that being said, I'm not gonna do just one, I'll do 2 or maybe 3. So, but I'm really liking that one, so I might just do this one to the other side. But I'll also think about other places. Okay, so at first I was thinking I didn't want to add any things until after it's painted. I'm thinking, or I guess I should say rethinking, because my thought is I want to probably do, I'm going to call it all the rough work, if I have to kind of pound, screw, or whatever before it's painted, because otherwise I'm going to like mess up any paint. So I've kind of installed these little rib nuts for this here. These are little plastic guys. I'm not exactly sure how they work, but I'm going to try and put them in there, put these ones in, try and mount the lights, see if I can get all that working. Alright, so I was right the first time. This is going to have to be done like after this is all finished and painted. So the little cups that kind of go in these holes, this one goes in the cup and they press it in. And it's got this is kind of the adjustments. You can angle the lights, which is all great, but it can't like be backed up, so I can't like assemble or disassemble without kind of the light. And I don't know that I want to put those cups and things in because they're pretty stuck once you get them in. So I tried it with one and I kind of realized that I'm they're not very removable. So I'm gonna stick with the original plan and just kind of leave this. All right, so here it is. With the brackets, I was able to put the kind of turn signal light in, so that works. And yeah, so these nuts here are not visible from the front side, so they're kind of underneath. So I will go ahead and mount this, and again, I can't put those lights in until I get this kind of all painted and nice. So I'm just going to mount it for now. My plan is, again, for all the car elements, just kind of mount, make sure we can get everything looking how we want, and then we can take it apart and dress it up, make it nice for paint. All right, got the passenger side kind of all fitted up. Need to do the same thing to the driver's side, but kind of have, again, two bigger brackets. I've also got it fastened right here. So it is so secure. It's even secured just with one bracket. So feeling pretty good about this one. Got that one in. Again, these two are gonna have to wait for kind of final paint and stuff. I might kind of just put them in place, tape them in place or something, just so we can kind of get the look, make sure we got the cable lengths right, things like that. But I'll go ahead and get the other side and get things put together. All right, I got the driver's side done. So again, both sides done. Two big brackets on top, kind of bolts from underneath. Very secure. Got the turn signals in, those are bolted in. Headlights, like I said, they need to be securely mounted after kind of these are finished. So I might just put them in place and tape them, and then we'll move on to something else. All right, I'm gonna get into the driver's side footwell here. So this panel has always kind of been out, and when you push it in, it's got just a lot of stress. It wants to come back out. So I'm gonna kind of put it in place with some screws and kind of heat it up and see if I can't get it to relax a little bit. At that point, I'll take it all out and put the vinyl on. All right, so I was getting ready to go, but this is like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like, it's no longer kind of a liquid. So I have to get some more of this before I can do that. All right, I got some new contact adhesive, different brand, but we'll give it a try. Okay, another injury report. I don't know if you can see that, but as I was heating the vinyl, kind of stretching it and stuff, set the heat gun down, and I was stretching and doing stuff and just kind of bumped into it and kind of got me right there. All part of the job. All right, so I was able to kind of fasten the panel, also did the contact adhesive and put on the vinyl. So a little bit more challenging when it's on the car. Probably should have just taken it off the car and done it then. But yeah, it's got it all on there. So I've left this bottom kind of free so I can access the screws, and then also the carpet kind of comes up and over. So those will be overlapping, so I think that's how I'll leave it. I'll show you the other side here real quick. Okay, and here's the passenger side. Again, looks pretty good. Trimmed it up, fastened it. So these footwell panels are now kind of joined. Obviously I can take them off, but my intention is just, this is it. They're gonna stay there. So like we did in the front with the headlights, we're just going to kind of fasten and secure everything, get everything in place, and kind of work through the car. All right, so we were able to kind of secure some of the headlights, get the front lip on, also do the panels, the driver and passenger side footwells. So that's gonna do it for this week. See you next week.